Hey, this is Richard. I'm the director of Demon Crush, and I'm here to show you a little bit of our Kenzo's Fury demo, which is going to be public with our Kickstarter on October 1st.
Hi, my name is Deepak. I'm another dev on the team on a product, and we're just happy to share this demo with y'all. And we're hoping you get a little sneak peek of the magic that's about to come.
All right, let's get into it. So I think probably the first thing to mention here is this ukiyo-e art style that we have. It's kind of like the original comic panels in a way. We find this art style is really effective at communicating a story without needing words, and I don't know. That's just a kind of thing we're doing for this game, communicating this whole story in a wordless way, just through images.
Yeah, I thought it added another layer of storytelling we didn't have without creating a lot of unnecessary cutscenes.
So these little helper things, we wanted to avoid text and tutorials and that kind of thing, but players right at the beginning of the game might not know certain conventions of the genre, and so we put in these little tutorials to show the controller and show little ghostly versions of the character doing the actions. That way, if you get stuck, you notice they only appear after you've been there for a little bit. That way, if you get stuck, you're kind of helped along the way. But if you know what you're doing, we don't, throw them at you.
I love that there's a delay on it.
Yeah, there's a sort of a delicate balance there, And these little technique scrolls too, when you pick up upgrades. I don't know. I like the sort of low frame count animation on the scrolls, like as if you're picking up one of those ancient martial arts manuscripts, I love that move too. Just an aerial grab and slam into the ground move. Sort of a classic thing,
I don't think there's anything more satisfying than a drop pound move.
Yeah, that's great.
Again. I still remember these levels without rain. It feels like a whole different experience and immersion with it.
Yeah, this was a good investment of time. Getting the rain to splash on the floors and the roofs and the character. You can just kind of see the raindrops hitting him. I just think that looks kind of cool.
I didn't even notice that they hit the ground. That's awesome.
A lot of little subtle details that you might not see, at first at least, but I feel like you subconsciously probably recognize these things over time. It just sort of feels more real, I guess. This was a little bit of a gameplay issue. So this guy's throwing grenades, but he's way at the top of the screen. So if you're like this, that grenade will drop out of absolutely nowhere. So we give you the little indicator, and that lets you sort of track it horizontally. And you can kind of estimate how long it's going to be before it comes down, just, sort of gravity. You just have an idea of how fast gravity is in this game.
All I know is that guy wrecked me so many times.
Yeah, the indicators were really helpful. I think that we give you this technique right before this guy, but right after another guy who was throwing grenades off the roof at you over here. So you've gotten irritated with guys throwing grenades off the roof, and then we give you a move for it. Here you got the villagers fighting desperately to defend themselves, but not likely to win. I think that adds something to the save the village, that there are villagers who care enough to be out here fighting, and that they actually do need you. Like, they're helpful, but they can't do it all on their own.
I still remember you telling me about the villagers, and I thought they were just keep that as an imaginary thought that you're trying to save the village. I didn't think you guys would actually Adam, which is so cool. Everyone always says go protect, but then you don't actually get to see the people.
They handled that rifleman over there just fine without me, but yeah, they can't do everything on their own. This is a little Easter egg here. You actually can come back to this screen through the top if you get up there. This level's pretty linear because it's the first level, but later levels are going to have a little bit more maze exploration type feel to them. But yeah, I think this is probably a pretty good place to stop. We're, ooh, that was a fun move. An air hit, followed by the chain, followed by the slam. Oh, and into the fire pit. Ooh. Yeah, I think this is a good place to stop. There's some cool stuff coming up, but I think that's pretty good for the first one.
Yeah, we just want to give you some insights, some dev commentary, and hope this sort of entices you to come check out the full demo on October 1st, and along checking out our Kickstarter campaign at the same time. So again, thanks for joining us, and we hope to see you soon.